Hey, what's up, Reefers? So, let's do a quick update of my 45-gallon cube tank. As you can see, since the last video, things changed quite a bit, and my tank got a little bit fuller. And let's go over what changed. So, starting off at the top, this big Frogspawn right here. What actually happened is that a local Reefer decided to take down his tank, but he was not too motivated to do it, so he'd been dragging his heel a little bit. However, overnight, 16 of this Frogspawn's head started dying off, and he doesn't really know why, but this kind of scared him. So as soon as the Frogspawn stopped dying, 2 weeks later, he posted everything online to sell off, since he's selling off his stuff anyways. So I saw this, I swam by his place, and the Frogspawn actually looks really healthy. Although I would say maybe like a quarter of the colony where the head were like dead. But I mean, this colony is the size of maybe like a volleyball. So there's plenty of heads left, and it was at a really good price. I think I picked it up for $40 for the whole thing, which is unreal. So I grabbed that. Once I got it, I made sure that it's not dying off again, and it looked healthy. So I kind of broke the colony into pieces and situated them on the top of my rock, which is perfect because I was looking for some big features up there anyways. And there it is. So along with the Frogspawn, he was selling some fish, and since we are right down here, let's take a look at this guy. So that's a yellow clown goby. I love these guys because they're so small, they're really colorful, and they have great personality. They just kind of perch from coral head to coral head, and sometimes between the branches of Frogspawns, and you just watch and waiting for food to kind of float by. So he was telling me that the yellow clown goby kind of lives inside his Frogspawn. So I was like, all right, well, let me get that guy too. He also has a royal Gramma, which, as you can see, I picked up as well. This is before I know I have the clowns coming in, because I placed order for the clowns. However, the seller told me that it may be a while to find so specific type of clown. So I was like, okay, well, we got a little time, so let me pick up a royal Gramma, because I love these fish. These are considered beginner fish, but they're so colorful, and I love the fact that they go in and out of caves, and I have a lot of caves here. So I was like, okay, eventually I want to get out and get one. And just so happened that this seller, no, not seller, sorry, this Reefer that's breaking down his tank has one, and nobody won him yet. And he started saying that, oh, you know, this guy's great, super non-aggressive, you know, not a big bio load, and that I kind of planned out the roadmap for my tank with him too. I was like, okay, yeah, I got like a 45-gallon tank. These are the fish that I plan to have. I plan to take out one of the bank account, you know, once it paired up, etc., etc. And he was like, yeah, it's no problem. Your system should be able to handle all these fish. It should not be a problem at all. So I was like, okay. And long story short, I ended up with the royal Gramma as well. So I was hoping to give the system a little time to kind of build up the bacterial colony to support these fish first before I get the clown. But the very next day, BLK Blue Ribbon Koi called and said that they have the clowns that I'm looking for, and it's only been like a week, so I was really surprised, but also really good news too. So they sent me videos of these guys, these two right here, and they look gorgeous. Just look at them. So these are the Mocha DiVinics. I'll probably do a separate video for them once they sell in a bit. And as you can see, the markings are really unique. I really love the teardrop on left side of this female, and on the other side is a little dot, which is kind of cool too. And look at that. And the really cool thing is that on the male, the white obviously goes all the way down the back. The male, as the seller pointed out, actually has 2 missing dots, which is found on the female. So that's kind of cool. And I was really specific in terms of like color. I really wanted like a darker color, not black, because I still enjoy the orange. And BLK made it happen. Like, they have good relationship with these clown breeders, and they were able to find exactly what we were looking for. And I'm really grateful. Great fish store, by the way. But again, I'll do more in-depth video later on. So moving on with the tank updates. So in terms of fish, I added 4 fish, which is pretty terrible. I really wish I was able to space them out, but it just kind of happened. So in terms of fish, I'm pretty much loaded. I'm set. If I were to add anything else, it would be after I take out one of the Bengal cardinal, and I may just add those tiny gobies, like maybe a neon goby or something like that. That wouldn't really impact bioload. But then we have to consider like territory, like clown gobies, like that little yellow guy right there. They like to perch. Would they be okay with sharing the space with a neon goby? I don't know, but we'll see in a long while, hopefully. I'm trying to think what else I picked up from him. Oh yeah, so I picked up, I'm not sure if you can see it here actually. In the center, there are some mushrooms. That's really cool. Right now they're in shade because I have nothing that can go in the shade, but I figure mushroom needs lower light, so maybe they'll work out there. So I'm trying them there first, but they absolutely glow when they're under regular attending light. They were fluorescent. It was really crazy to look at when it was when we're over at the Reefer's place. Oh yeah, that's right. The Gorgonians also new since the last update. This I actually picked up from a local fish store, Congressional Aquarium. I just kind of walked by. I love Gorgonians, and I saw that they have a really healthy one. It's kind of encrusting at the base too. So I picked them up. And we have the, I think it's called Dragon Breath mackerel. I also got them from the local reefer that was tearing down his tank. He was just like, oh, here are some, just have at it. So, as you can see, my tank is getting full. One issue I do have recently is that when this big Frogspawn came, there was maybe still one head that's kind of decomposing a little bit while everything else looked healthy. And I think that kind of brought down my water quality a little bit. So some of the zoas is actually closed, as you can see right there. They're slowly opening back up now, so that is really good. I think what happened may be that while that single head of Frogspawn disintegrated, there are some stinging cells that's floating around the tank, and some may have landed in the zoa colonies. It's either that or just kind of threw the water chemistry off. I mean, I did some water tests. I do not have an ammonia test, but nitrate was up a little bit, so I assume there's some ammonia as well. So I'm guessing that's probably it. So over the weekend, I did 2 pretty large water change, and things are looking up a little bit. They all perked up a little bit. I plan to maybe do 1 or 2 more, and we'll see how things goes. I mean, I double checked for pest. Nothing there. I tried dipping, nothing came out. So, and also like it impacted multiple colony, just not just one. So it's probably a water chemistry issue. It's either that or like floating stinging cells stinging things. So hopefully these guys will be back to normal soon. One more thing that I'm it's kind of bugging me a little bit is that the clowns, right? They're here for, I think this is like the 3rd day. They are still pretty attached to the reflection in the glass. Now, some people say this is called pacing. Usually when a fish is stressed, either they do not like the water or they do not like the tank mates, and they're trying to get away from the space, they will do this. Although so far none of the tank mate bothered them, the water chemistry probably not pristine because of the decomposing Frogspawn. But the funny thing is that when the light is kind of off and there's some ambient room lights, they're perfectly happy just kind of staying in the middle. It's only when the light is on and I think they're seeing the reflection, they keep going up and down along the side of the glass. I looked this up online and it seems like this will pass with time. So I'm crossing my fingers and I'm really hoping that they'll host in something. Either the my tiny rose bubble tip anemone behind this Frogspawn colony, or just the Frogspawn, or just any coral. Just pick a coral so they'll stay in one spot.